Are you tired of using passwords for every app you get on? Well, so are a lot of corporate workers, and companies are responding with alternate ways to safely get into your accounts. Plus, if you like airdropping pictures, but half your friends use Android or Pixel phones, there will soon be a solution. Brand and digital strategist Fisher, who can be found on X and Threads with username @Fisher and through his website Fisher.media, with a fancy schmancy new background, joins us
You like
now
it?
with more good. I like it a lot. That is,
Now,
should we tell them?
do you believe
Should
I'm
we tell them
standing
what
outside
city
a
it is?
window that has Atlanta in the
It
background?
looks like it. It does
Yeah.
look like it, but in reality, like me, it is a TV monitor. But it does look fancy schmancy, Fisher, I must say.
Thank you. I'm afraid of moving because I think that I'll screw up something. So we'll just
Well,
look at the
well, I
beautiful
have to
picture
say,
in the background.
so now I'm so tired of having to type my password, which is
Hmm.
PASS. That's my password. Every time.
WOR, yeah.
Yes. Every time, or 1234, which is my other password. Every time I need to access my work email, but now companies are responding because they're tired of it too, right?
Yeah.
With alternate methods of getting into accounts. So talk about that.
Yeah, as we talk about a lot of times, and with security hacks and getting accounts getting broken into and companies getting their data stolen, we're constantly
Yes.
reminding you to change your passwords or using two-factor authentication. Companies are increasingly recognizing no one likes passwords due to inconveniences of remembering them, right, for multiple logons. And cybersecurity leaders don't like it because they're finding passwords written on Post-it notes. Also, when you're dealing with passwords at work, usually you log into your computer and that logs you into Microsoft Office in many cases, or Google, Jira if you're in technology, Smartsheet, Adobe, all of it, on and on and on. So then you have one password that gives you access to your entire computer. So companies are increasingly adopting passwordless authentication, which verifies identities using alternatives like hardware tokens, biometrics, your face, your thumbprint, or mobile push notifications instead of traditional passwords. And a lot of you who use Microsoft Office already experience using a mobile push or an authenticator in order to log into your computer. A recent survey of over 200 cybersecurity experts revealed that 92% of organizations have implemented or plan to implement passwordless authentication, which is a rise of 70% from just last year. Embracing passwordless authentication positions companies as innovative and security focused. Now, the big question, if companies are moving to passwordless authentication, why are you not doing that? Just looking at a few companies who use passwordless authentication or passkeys: Amazon, Apple, CVS, Google, Home Depot, LinkedIn, Microsoft, Uber, just to name a few. So you would be able to log into your account instead of entering a password repeatedly just by looking at your phone or your thumbprint. You can see a more comprehensive list and find out more about passwordless authentication by checking out a great website called passkeys.com. And it really is a smart way to go and get rid of those passwords. Ken, PAW 055ORD. Is that what you're doing now? I'm trying to remember when I hacked your email yesterday.
1234. It's password
I
one
keep
two three
forgetting the
four. Not
password.
that I would ever share that with anyone. Pam,
No, no, no.
do you have the lower third of that? It's passkeys.com, and I'm about to sneeze.
Passkeys.com. Yep, there it is. Great website
There
to
it is.
go to.
There's the
Bless you.
sneeze. Is cute. See, there's an old Italian saying: if you sneeze in the middle of a statement, it must be true. I don't know if that
Oh,
where that comes
well,
from, but so
the
then
website
this
does
is true.
exist, so great. Yeah.
There it is. Very good.
Yep.
Well, now moving to the next subject here. I am a Samsung phone guy, but
Not everybody's perfect.
so many of my friends are iPhone people, and they always
Hmm.
say, "Oh, let me just airdrop this to you." And I think they do it on purpose because they know I have Samsung. And that was something that you
Smart.
couldn't do before, but now you're saying that you may soon be able to use AirDrop with people who have Pixels and Android phones as well.
Correct. Now, this capability launches exclusively on the Pixel 10 series devices, with Google planning out a broader rollout to additional Android phones soon. And QuickShare now will integrate seamlessly with AirDrop, allowing you to share files between Androids and iOS devices or Mac or iPads without any actual official handshaking between Google and Apple. Users can transfer photos, videos, files across platforms, meaning you could be in Adobe and pass a PDF, or be in another program and just share to. And again, broader rollout to additional Android phones soon. You can just open up Quick Share and you will see your friends' iPhones, and you can just say Fisher's iPhone, connect, I see the file, I accept it, and vice versa. So I would see your Android Samsung on my phone and do the same thing, but it's a lot easier than being around the Thanksgiving table or the Christmas table, holiday table, and saying, I'll text this to you, and it's a large file and it doesn't go through, and on and on. Airdropping or quick sharing on Android is the way to go, and it'll be rolling out soon on most Android devices.
That's pretty amazing. I like that. And that's a big, and this is not just with pictures. This is any file, right? You could airdrop any file.
Files, yeah. Like I said, PDFs, documents, if you're at a work function. And again, it's breaking down that walled garden, as they say, that Android and mainly Apple has, where back in the day you could only, you'd be the green bubble. You're still the green bubble, Ken. But at least it's through RCS texting now instead of just the simple text messaging that it was back in the day. It is
SMS.
not a direct integration, right? SMS, not direct integration into Apple's iMessage, but the RCS bridges that gap, improves encryption. So things like that, Quick Share becoming compatible with AirDrop is definitely a step forward into making the decision of getting a phone easier, right? Because you kind of get bullied into that green bubble, and well, do I want the green bubble? I want the blue bubble, so I'll get an iPhone. Now there's a lot more capabilities coming to Android that make it a little less embarrassing to have an Android.
I still like my fax machine. I'm just saying. I actually
It's
had to
amazing that you
fax.
have that clear of a picture on the dial-up.
I am not kidding. Yesterday, I actually had to fax something, and all the fax apps that are on your phone, like if you want to fax from phone, they all charge you like $1.99, whatever. And I realized, no, I have an actual fax machine in the house, and I had to yank it out of the closet and blow off the dust, but it actually still worked.
Let's go to, you have a telephone line in the house?
I do. I have it. I pay for a
Okay.
telephone line. I know. I
All right,
know.
you're the
We'll
one.
talk. We'll talk. Pam
So does
says she does
Pam.
too. So there.
Yeah.
All right. Brandon, digital strategist Fisher, can be found on X and Threads with username at Fisher and through his website, fisher.media. You know, I love you, buddy. Thank you so much for joining us this
Take care.
morning. All right. Take care.